Jasper Johns was born in 1930 in Augusta, Georgia. He is still living today in creating work. He did not take any formal art lessons as a child, but he knew he wanted to be an artist. He started studying at Parsons School of Design in New York City before he was drafted into the Army. When he returned from the war, he began to experiment with different styles. At the time, abstract expressionism was a popular artistic style. For the abstract expressionist, art was all about showing emotion. John's work is the opposite. This is maybe one reason why his art became as popular as it did. Johns painted objects that everyone could recognize, like flags, numbers, and targets and maps. The paintings don't show John's opinions. In fact, the artwork may not have any particular meaning at all. His paintings show us things that we've seen 100 times and often just ignore. But we don't ignore John's paintings. Instead, we study them to find new meaning in the objects he shows us. John's created more than just paintings. He has also made prints of his artwork, and he's created sculptures out of found objects. All right, boys and girls, now that you have learned about Jasper Johns, we are going to create a flag in the same style as Jasper Johns. The first thing we need to do is get our cardboard and find a corner. We're going to put our blue square for our stars right in the corner of our postcard. I've lined it up. I'm going to take my Sharpie marker and draw carefully around the corner. There I go. Now I have the blue part for my stars. The next thing I need to do is use this cardboard for a straight line to do some stripes. You're going to try to not get too many stripes in because then it will be very hard to paint. So I usually do about a finger width for my stripes. And go all the way down to the bottom of your postcard. I think that's probably good. I won't have room for another one. I can put my postcard away, and now I'm going to start thinking about what kind of words describes America to me. When I think of the United States, what kind of words might I use? I can go ahead and write them on my paper here to help me. Some things like freedom, pursuit, what else? Liberty, justice. You can continue to make some more choices and write them on the side of your paper if you like. When you're ready, we are going to put these words on our flag, and we can go ahead and overlap our stripes. I want you to use a variety of fonts. That means different types of lettering and sizes. So if I was to do freedom, maybe I want to do cursive. If I want to do liberty, maybe I do the block letters for liberty. And it helps if you have written them on the side of your paper, then you don't mess up the spelling. Maybe I'll do justice up here. Maybe I'll just go down like this. And then I'll do one more. All right, so here I go. I have a variety of fonts. I have different sizes. I'm all set and ready to paint. The first thing we're going to do is we have our paint palette here. I think I'll do the blue first in the corner. I'm going to take my paintbrush. Do not get it wet. You want to use this dry. And you're gonna go ahead and paint on top. I like to do the edges first when I outline. Get a little more paint to get the edge. Some of my lettering has disappeared, but when I go ahead and use my scratching tool, I should be able to see part of it. Okay, now I can go put that, clean my brush, press the bristles, do not tap them or you'll be splattering, just press them, dry them off on your paper towel. And you can go ahead and scratch stars through here. If you don't want to do stars, you can do swirls. They don't have to be stars. It's all up to you. You can start to see the justice faintly. Next thing I need to do is pick up my white. Make sure you always dry your brush. You do not want to have a wet brush while you're painting. We'll do this, even though this is white, we're just gonna go over it like that. We can faintly see our letters. You see how I'm loading up my brush and carefully dragging it across? Now I can go ahead and scratch through different types of designs. If I want to do like some cross hatching, I would do diagonal lines. Making good texture like Jasper Johns did. You need to wipe off your skewer, go ahead. Maybe this one, I'm gonna just go wiggly. Gotta work fast or this paint will start drying. Oh, I could have done another one there. I'll do this one. Gotta make sure you're having good craftsmanship because your artwork will be displayed publicly down at the memorial. Last color, red. Do your edges, go all the way. Don't worry about getting it on the table. That's what your manila paper is there for. Load up your brush when it starts getting dry. Notice how my brush is just going across. Easier to paint across because that's the way your line goes. Last one. And then I can go ahead and do more scratching. And this one I want to do some zigzag lines. All right, when you're done, go ahead and clean off your skewer by wiping it on your paper towel. Your brush is in the bowl and you are finished.